This doesn't seem like... you know what? I'm gonna shut up. Hello everyone, I'm Joseph Kateri, realtor in the state of Virginia. And in this video, if I don't guess within 20% of the home's actual price, I will slap myself as hard as possible in the face. Maybe even the booty, I don't know. But today we have another twist, and that is, it is not a house. We are at the Demon Slayer Butterfly Village. Now look at all of this surrounding us right now. This is gorgeous. We have whatever the these plants are around us, and we have the butterflies as proof. Look at them, all just wandering around. So we're gonna go right on into the shrine, into this recovery house right now. I don't know why I keep saying shrine. Whoa, big pot. Oh, sorry, gotta take my shoes off real quick. I forgot about that. Welcome to Butterfly Mansion. And continuing forward to the markers. And now we move on. All right, left, straight, or right? Which direction do I choose? When you're in a maze, in order to get out of the maze, you always follow the right wall until you reach, oh, I guess we're here first. I didn't even get to finish that sentence. The first room in this, we have a beautiful backdrop as well as nothing really that noticeable. I mean, I guess there's a pen, a seat, I guess, counting as a pillow. But a lot of the times in classical Japanese houses, I've mentioned this before, but they don't really like going for the maximalized look like the US does. They like going very simple. Whatever's broke, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's kind of their motto. They're very traditional, and I respect that, you know? They have the option of higher comfort, but they don't choose it because they simply don't need it. And I think that's kind of beautiful a little bit. And also, you know, this is supposed to be, I believe Demon Slayer is what, in the 1950s-ish? That's the kind of the time era that it's going for? I'm not too sure. Editor, put up what time period it is. But it kind of makes sense that we're going with the older style. All right, so let's go follow the right wall like I was trying to say before. Oh, hello. You looking mighty fine today, actually. Ooh, you're looking a little spicy. God damn. Hey, what that sword do? You want to show me? Rip my Riz. Anyways, sorry. I can't really view you the same after how you kind of went out at the end of the Demon Slayer, manga, but this is awkward now. Anyways, let's look at your room. A lot of anatomy that kind of makes sense. You were the weakest of the Hashiras, meaning you used like poison on your blades pretty much, and that killed demons as well as humans and demons alike. But you have a very simplistic setup. It's mainly just for the necessities as well as your studies basically of the human body and poison. And I respect that. I do respect that. Good luck in your future endeavors. All right, continuing on, we're gonna go to the left and save the center for last. What's through here? Okay, so just a storage shed. I'm actually kind of wondering how they got this place so accurate. I feel like I've never seen the storage shed in the actual anime itself. So maybe they just kind of made this one up. Or maybe, in the anime or manga, I don't know, Tanjiro accidentally fell in here for 3 seconds. Not too sure. But I do like the attention to detail. A little bit confused why everything is empty. Like this showcase is kind of empty. Not really too sure what's going on with that. But again, it's whatever the 60s, 70s, whatever time era it may be. So it's a little bit understandable. I just think that, I don't know, I feel like there was something going on here. But this place is currently massive, so right off the bat, I'm saying at least like 2 million. Continuing on, Tanjiro, as well as huge spoiler alert, future wife. Maybe I'm just really short in this. Is that why my perspective has been so wonky these videos? I always imagined Tanjiro to be like 5'4" or something like that. Anyways, we have the infirmary as well as my most hated character, Zenitsu. Hello. You had like 2 good fights the entire series, including the manga, you. I don't like you as a character. But we have the famous recovery room where basically he got sent to after every single fight because it was like Goku where he barely survives every fight and gets stronger based off of it. That's how every shonen anime kind of goes, but that's okay because it's meant to entertain. This room itself, this is one of the biggest rooms in here, so this alone could be, I want to say like 700 square feet, maybe a little bit more actually. But in total, this entire place so far is at least 3,000 square feet at the minimum. minimum. It could be significantly more. We haven't finished touring, but 3,000 square feet, kinda, it's basically an entire estate. So we're looking into the millions. But granted, this is in the middle of nowhere, so I'm gonna reserve myself. But this is the biggest room. I was corrected. Is it some type of meeting room? Is it mainly just for VR chat and this wasn't a thing in the anime? I'm not too sure, but I don't remember this room being here unless I'm, misremembering. It has been a few years, but this doesn't seem like, you know what? I'm gonna shut up because I'm gonna trigger some fans if I don't remember this room, and apparently it's like super important or something like that. But this is like half the size of a basketball court. Like, this is substantial in size, so this is just kind of adding to the home's value by a decent amount. And a lovely little backyard out here, which again, at square footage, makes this a lot harder for me to guess. Oh, I think I might have missed this room. There's not much to it, except there's a lot of pots in here. Is this some Dahmer going on? What's in those pots? I'm kind of wondering. But this seems like a very simple room, maybe for one of the Hashiras that don't really come by. Or it could also be those little assistants that you see running around everywhere in the anime. But those are the assistants I'm talking about. Wow, that was very good timing. Hello. Wow, your heads are a lot bigger than I remember. Okay, so this seemed to be the first building here, but there is an entire second building on this side, which is kind of intimidating. My guess on this home price is kind of in the middle of nowhere right now because I don't really know. This is gonna be rough and I feel like it's gonna end poorly for me. But you know what they say, fake it till you make it. So that's why I'm doubling the stakes. This is such a bad idea. I'm gonna slap myself twice if I get this wrong. You wanna know why? Because I'm not a pussy. I've got this. I don't got this. Stick around to the end of the video to find out if I most likely slap myself twice. And also, if you're in need of a realtor anywhere in the world, feel free to DM me on Facebook, Instagram, or LinkedIn. I respond to all three of them. Anywhere in the world, I can help you out. I specifically work out of Virginia in the US, but regardless of where you live, I can either refer you or at least tell you what you need to know. All right, and now entering this second house that is hopefully smaller. We have kind of a weird entryway. I'm not really too sure why this is the entry room. That's kind of weird how every single thing is kind of in like building blocks, but this is a very simplistic room, very boring in my opinion. I just think it kind of has a cool wallpaper, but that doesn't take away from the fact that it's completely empty. A little bit weird. Don't know what they're doing in Demon Slayer, but that's okay. And likewise, a second room that is virtually identical. Both are roughly the same size and just kind of have nothing in it. Little bit odd, but that's okay. We're gonna go left this time, and we see just basically endless hallways and duplicate rooms on every single side. Oh, hello. Let me correct myself. This is actually the future wife of Tanjiro. I don't know how I mixed that up. That was dumb of me, but this is definitely the future wife, I believe. 80% sure that this is the future wife. It was a few years ago, alright? Don't blame me. Alright, and was I right? Yup, it's all basically just endless hallways. Ooh, but what's out here? There's a lot of land to this property, by the way. Like, this is a phenomenally large, like, mansion, I guess you could say. Estate, whatever you want to call it. Look at this. I mean, I guess it makes sense because it's a training ground, essentially. But we even have Inosuke, is that his name? Something like that. It's been a long time since I've watched this anime or read the manga, but here are the boulders that they trained with. I believe they tried carrying these on their back. Probably this dude was the one doing it, actually. Damn! This is a huge property. I mean, it has to be. It makes sense that it is. You know, it is the training ground for the most powerful humans on Earth at that time. It kind of makes sense, but it's just bizarre because I've toured so many houses at this point that seeing a front and backyard this big just doesn't really make sense to me. But it's anime, so it has to make sense. Now, finally, we have a little storage shed of some kind, and it is just for storage. That kind of makes sense. I don't know why I'm so surprised. Ooh, and look at me. I'm a little devil man. Devil man crybaby up in here. And those textures are so weird against the wall. You can actually see how they kind of blend together. That's a little bit weird. They're like melt into the wall. What if I change the mirror? Okay, so for some reason, if I just put the optimized mirror, I guess it's just for lag, I suppose. But anyway, that's basically the end of this. I'm gonna have to say this entire property is at least 10,000 square feet. I'd say at the minimum. So I'm gonna go around $3.5 million because this is such a huge place. I mean, granted, there's not a lot of decoration or really anything going on inside of the houses themselves, but I'm more concerned about this amount of land and the homes. The interior decor is nothing, but the rooms are still there, the infrastructure's there, the wood building everything, the roof, all of it's still there, as well as this huge training ground area. So I have to assume 10,000 square feet minimum. In all honesty, it's probably double that. I would say it's honestly probably like 20,000 square feet, but I don't think you're gonna really see anywhere that has 20,000 square feet unless you're buying in the tens of millions. So I'm gonna say 3.5 million for kind of an old school type Japanese estate with 10,000 square feet. This one's tough. I feel like I'm gonna get the square footage really wrong. My gut is telling me that this is like 20,000 square feet, but I can't go that expensive because I'm not gonna find this type of architecture anymore. If I go into that price range, it's probably not gonna be rural, and it's probably gonna be in a very new construction type style, and I need to find this style. That's the most important part. So that's my final guess. Editor, put up some comparables on the screen and let's see if I'm right. Okay, so I could really only find one comparable. So the only one I really found in the same type of architecture style is about $1 million less than what I guessed. It is 2.6 million. But in return, it is only about 6,000 square feet versus the 10 that I guessed. If it scales up, then my guess kind of works out, which is why I'm still going to do a slap, but only one. All right, are we ready here? I gotta really follow through. Ooh. That hurt. That hurt. Subscribe, I guess.